Hello everyone, this is Pungz and we got Pungz, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are talking about Huening Kai from TXT, Tomorrow by Together's Huening Kai. Straight up, who is he in public? To those who don't know him, strangers, and all of the Moa fans out there, and who is he in private with the overall energies? So let's read it and let's get it. Pile number 1, 9 of Pentacles, the Tower, 2 of Wands, the Hanged Man. Second pile, 8 of Swords, the Hierophant, 3 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Overall, bottom 5 Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Judgment, and the Queen of Pentacles. So, in public, he is somebody who is very chipper, very happy-go-lucky, very nice, very kind. Just naturally seems to be that way. To some, he might not be that easy to understand or not that easy to read because he just kind of maybe, it's not like he's in a closed book, but he's not maybe the biggest open book ever. So, you know, on a typical day-to-day basis or without somebody or somebody that he doesn't know well, he for sure isn't sharing what he has going on, what he's thinking, or his life circumstances. But he's very chill. He can talk about things, obviously, such as his favorite color and his favorite food, activities he's been enjoying lately, etc., etc. To some, he can be also a little bit stubborn sometimes. So whenever he decides something or he feels stuck on something, it's that way and that's way, usually, period. So he can be a little bit rigid in that regard. The Tower here also indicates to me that he can be a little bit chaotic, a little bit messy. Sometimes whenever he catches the zoomies or he's just feeling goofy, like he'll get in that mood and that vibe and he'll just go the full distance. Not necessarily a negative thing, but to me this also can indicate maybe not pairing the cards together, maybe not that he has like a short temper, but when he does get actually angry, like he can really have a good outburst. But you know, that doesn't always necessarily mean like, oh, he's running around the room you know, on a tear, so to say. Who is he in private? In private, he is somebody who goes through a lot of things. He does not talk to people usually about what he goes through, and if he does, it's because he has really thought about it a lot, and he is really kind of at the end of his rope sometimes if he finds himself reaching out for help. He is a very friendly person, and he has way more friends than you would expect. I do have a sneaking suspicion, though, that not every one of those people that are his friends, though, are people who are close enough or are allowed to, you know, get that, you know, the depth, like the deepest level of emotional intimacy with him. But that doesn't discount the validity of the friendships. He's somebody that is actually a lot more wise than you would expect, or he usually has often just a lot of deep things to say. So he's pretty good to kind of go to get advice or just to bounce ideas off of, because he's going to tell you really what's real whenever it comes down to stuff like that. But for sure, he just goes through so much more, and he carries a lot of burden and a lot of weight on himself internally, and he just has a tendency not to talk about it, and he keeps going. With that being said, on to the overalls. For sure, he's the kind of person that I think also would like to be known as the person who, no matter what he's going through, is going to push through to the end. He doesn't really like to let things break him, especially because maybe whatever he was going through in the past, you know, could have tried to do that or felt that way, and he pushed through. He perseveres. So for sure, he would like to be able to show people that having that sort of strength and that feeling, even whenever you feel rock bottom and desolate, is possible. He personally feels that he still is kind of emotionally immature and he's got a lot of growing to do, but you know, he has a good heart. He's very giving, and he would like to think that he is personally just very fair and very honest about, you know, what he goes through, what he feels, and you know, what's right and what's wrong. So he honestly might find himself, you know, someday, maybe not talking about political things, but for sure, he would like to show more giving towards charity and participating on, you know, what he would like to consider the right side of history, or doing the right things, showing people this is what we should be doing to help each other, etc., etc. So for sure, strong sense of justice. But yeah, that is all that I got for you guys. Go go on and run over to my blog on Tumblr and run it up and read some more about TXT in general. Huening Kai especially. Also send me an ask in the ask box if you've got any other questions that you'd like to ask about, or let me know in the comments what you think. Ask any more questions. Who else in TXT should I cover like this? Leave me a like on the video if you would like. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. If you can't get down with the get down, don't get down with Pungz. And